Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be a game between Bisu and Smile here on Fighting Spirit. Bottom left-hand corner, the brown Protoss player Bisu. Only star is one of his Smurf names. And in the bottom right-hand corner, the yellow Terran player, it is Smile, Dependa, one of his Smurf names. Alright, so this is weird. I looked up Smile on Liquipedia. His real handle is Virus. Park Virus Junyong is a retired Terran player from South Korea. Okay, but his biography talks about... all it talks about is Wings of Liberty. StarCraft 2. Right? Right. And if you go to the page for Smile, it goes, Virus is a retired Brood War player who retired in 2010. I have no idea what's going on, you guys. If you know what's going on with Smile/Virus, let me know in the comments. I just want to do a PvT featuring Bisu and another elite Terran player. He did very well in StarCraft 2 anyway. Pretty fantastic guy. Hit Code S. Was competitive with Nesty. Beat Supernova back in 2011. He's been around. Here's the thing. This game, according to the replay pack that I got, was played in, I think, 2015 or so, maybe 2014. So perhaps Smile played a lot of Brood War. The Liquipedia doesn't know anything about that, though. Picked up StarCraft 2, but still played Brood War on and off, and did end up playing against Bisu at some point in his career, and that's what we have here. Actually, there's a whole bunch of games between Smile and Bisu in that replay pack, so I'd have to assume he's the guy, unless there's another player with the name of Dependa, who's Smile, who's Virus, that played Brood War and then retired when StarCraft 2 came out, and then somebody else came along with the name Virus and Smile and Dependa, and it's also very confusing. Anyway, we got a game here on Fighting Spirit. Cybercore on the way, nothing too nuts here from Bisu whatsoever. Virus's APM is right up there with Bisu's, around 400 or so. Barracks opening here with a very quick refinery. It does indicate we're going to see some upgrades and some play early here. Perhaps just going right on into mech. Sometimes we do see Terran players go for bio, then go into mech against Protoss, but at this stage it looks like Virus is going to go straight into the meching strategy. SCV scouting. Probe scouting it on here too is going to get the direction first. Bisu gets lucky on the scout. Comes up, going to try to get some harassment off, I'd assume. Yeah, on this SCV who's building a factory. Yep, quick factory play. There's a Marine in production. And you can zap. You can zap away at this dude if you want, Bisu. I'm not sure. Are you actually attacking this factory? The probe is attacking the factory. That's so weird. And then the Marine comes out. Now the window is gone. Could have probably at least forced that SCV to flee. Look at the green eyes on the front there. Not easy to see a lot of the time, but definitely green eyes and fins and wings back here. They're interesting units, probes are. Yeah, just trying to see if the Marine's going to push out for pressure, anything like that. First Dragoon is already done. Singularity charge on the way for Bisu here, too. And it's going to be traditional PvT, you guys. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You'll love the PvT. It's pretty much the same thing every time. We just have a meching strategy, Goliath, and some Vultures, and a lot of tanks. Tanks are a big deal against Protoss in this matchup. Versus a lot of Dragoons, maybe some Zealots for some Zealot drop stuff, and then Arbiters for recalls and things like that. Maybe some Storm as well. And then using Stasis to try to stasis the tanks and maybe get an attack in the middle of the map. But it's going to be back and forth. It's going to be all over the place here. There's going to be a lot of Spider Mines. There's going to be a lot of tank fire. It's going to be a lot of Dragoons dying and trying to stay out of range of tanks while picking off units that they are more easily able to kill than tanks. SCV coming down. Have you still not scouted? Yeah, still, man, took the absolute wrong way around to see where Bisu was and found it here, but now there's a Dragoon out, and now you're in trouble, boy. Now you are in trouble, SCV. It's going to take a lot of shots from this Dragoon to kill him, but it'll get a full scout off. Robotics facility coming up. It's almost better to show up a little bit late. I think, maybe. Yeah, maybe not. Quick pause that we don't have to actually go through here, and the SCV for Virus, gonna die. Probe here die. Oops, actually, Dragoon harassing a little bit here until the tank popped out. Got some shots on this factory, on this machine shop, researching siege. But yeah, nobody really striking any decisive blows of any kind here in the first 5 minutes of the match. It's Maynard transfer down to the natural base. Natural base done here for Bisu. Virus is just now landing his command center. at the traditional natural base location. Tank production happening here. Siege is done. Great place to set up your siege tanking. Cover pretty much this entire wide opening into your natural. Makes it hard for Dragoons to sneak in at all. And then defending against possible Vulture run-bys and tank attacks too. Here are the Dragoons. If they can catch the tanks not in siege mode, right, when they're walking up instead of when they're in siege, they have a much better time picking them off for sure. So gateway, robotics facility, observatory. Observer going to be the opening here for Bisu. Really wants to know what's going on with his Terran opponent. Again, with an APM of 380, kind of got to take him seriously, man. Kind of sort of got to take... that probe scout dies to tank fire. Did his job. But yeah, I got to take Smile seriously here. What's funny is in his photo on Liquipedia, assuming this is the same guy, he is not smiling. Absolutely not. The corners of his mouth are pretty darn straight across. Pretty handsome dude, actually. Got that hair, got that Korean hair, which is all the rage. I guess maybe at the time this photo was taken, which who knows, really. Who knows when these photos on Liquipedia were taken? Do they get updated ever? Do you have to contact Liquipedia and ask them to update your photo, or do they contact you every once in a while? I don't know any of this stuff. I mean, it's a wiki, right? So people can update it wherever they want. I assume the players just go in and change it themselves if they want to, and maybe their photos are super out of date because they don't want to otherwise. Marine scouting stuff around here. Observer flying on in. Does not have the upgrade for speed or for sight range, which people don't generally get. It's not really an upgrade that we see a whole lot of. And Citadel of Adun, either for Archons or for the Zealots with legs here. Observer flying on in to the main base. We've got siege tanks. We've got a missile. Do we have a missile turret? Engineering bay is here, but no missile turrets. Wait, there's one. Oh, it's under the engineering bay. What a play. What a play from Smile. Oh, I forgot. I have max zoom. Going back and forth between the StarCraft 2 and the Brood War client is weird, you guys. It really messes with my brain. But we got this. We got this. I've seen this before. It's been a long time. It's way before I started casting Brood War. But I started seeing this in some of the games that I watched. You hide the missile turret under the engineering bay, and then observers fly over and get smashed because they don't see it. It's hilarious. Marine scout to see if there's a third base. There's not. But there soon will be one, as it looks like Bisu is going to get that 400 mineral count to get that third, and really try to outstrip the Terran player at this point in economy, just because he can. The Terran, the macro machine that allows you to get up a huge mech army, is a little bit slow. It takes a while to make tanks. It takes a while to make Goliaths. It takes a while to get upgrades for them too. Researching spider mines, researching vehicle weapons. And it just, they can't move out early. Like a Zerg attack can come pretty darn early, but a Terran player who goes straight for mech in this matchup really can't get a super amount of pressure on you for a while. And so as a result, your third base is a little bit safer at the 7-minute mark than it otherwise would be against a Zerg or against a fellow Protoss. So far, so good from Bisu. Tanks, Goliaths, we're getting the Charon booster upgrade. I don't think you need it at this point. There's really nothing that you want to hit that's far away in the air. So I think he'll save the Charon booster upgrade for later. And thank you for Alchemy for correcting my pronunciation on Charon booster. I was saying it wrong for a really long time, and because that's how it sounded in my head for a long time. I don't know. It's fixed. Bottom line is it's fixed now. SCV trying to go for a third base. Dead. Ooh, took a tank shot to make sure that SCV died, but it did delay construction a little bit. And hey, you can take damage if it delays construction of your opponent's third base, especially if your third base is already on the way and almost done. Any seconds you can take from Special's ability to get a third base up are good seconds. All right, Vultures swinging around. Do they have the speed? No, there we go. Ion Thrusters on the way for Vultures. Speed not done yet. You can tell because you can actually see them move, whereas when they have the speed upgrade, they're just blurs. They're yellow blurs in this case for Smile. Pylon wall here just so Vulture run-bys aren't as effective as they otherwise could be. That is a lot of probes on this main base. Holy crap, Bisu. He's going to transfer them to his third base. His economy, I have not seen this many probes on minerals in a long time. Not even from Bisu. What is going on? Brood War doesn't need this level of saturation. He's spending it, though. Let's not lie. I mean, it might be inefficient, but he's spending every mineral that comes in as soon as he gets it here. He's at 150 right now. It's going for a fourth base up the left side, too. Yeah, we are macroing hard. Hard right now. If you are enjoying the StarCraft content here on YouTube, I'm also on Twitch. Going through the Brood War Remastered campaign right now. Just started the Terrans last week. Well, yeah, on Sunday. And then earlier today, I actually went did some more of the Terran campaign of the Brood War. So if you want to see that, it's good time. I mean, I'm not a fantastic, amazing Brood War player, but I get through the missions. I make stuff happen. I try kind of weird, unorthodox stuff from time to time, and it generally works out. Tanks are good, you guys. Tanks are really good in Brood War. Pro tip from me. Stasis field on the way, Arbiters on the way, shuttles coming in here too from Bisu, working on leg enhancements, ground weapons, all sorts of upgrades here, and science vessels for their EMP on the way from Smile too. So these players basically have a no rush 20 rule happening right now. It sure seems like neither player is interested in attacking anytime soon. Bisu's totally happy to get his 4th base up and running. Could really afford to transfer like a billion of these guys. There we go. Some of them getting transferred somewhere. Look at the Sim City. Why didn't they just go through there? Pathing is weird. Pathing is hard is what it is. If you've ever coded anything, you'll understand that pathing is a hard thing for video game developers to do. So 4 bases up, 3 bases happily saturated now for Smile. But again, Bisu's way ahead on economy. It's 155 to 123 supply. Dragoons are sitting at +1 attack, working on +2 attack, and getting some cannons up. EMP being researched by Smile. Tanks, additional factories and tanks and Charon boosters on the way here too. I like how it gives explanations for some of this stuff as to what it is, what you're looking at. It's just, that's a really long tooltip is all I'm saying. Research Charon boosters, increased Goliath missile range. It's a lot of words in a tooltip to read. Missile turrets on the way. I guess we're mostly worried about Arbiters coming in and recalling, and also shuttles getting Reaver drops and the like. It doesn't look like we're going to see Reaver drops, though. I don't see a robotics support bay. Yeah, no, he's not worrying about it. He went right to Arbiter, right to Stasis here. And here we go. Got the Arbiter at the front with the cloak. However, pretty solid wall here from Smile. Whoa, not that. There we go. All right, so marching on into a bunch of tanks here. This does not look super optimal, but if you kill the detection, and the Arbiter can get some stuff done here too. Man, that is a lot of tank fire, though. Good old defensive matrix on the tank down here too. There's the cloak. There's the science vessels, though. They're providing a lot of detection here. And really, I think Bisu's just trying to thin out the tank count. Maybe get rid of the science vessel count here too as best they possibly can. Chasing them away. There's the scan, and actually on top of it, one more tank down. And tank down as the Dragoon dies. He sacrifices his life to get that siege tank. And now the siege tank count is suddenly a lot smaller for Smile. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. He's got 6 where he was closer to like 20 earlier there. So really, trading Dragoons for tanks is a definitely fair exchange. Oh, recall. Did I accidentally catch that? Onto the 3rd base. There is the recall. Did the Arbiter die to the missile turrets? I assume it did, but we got in here. We're on top of these SCVs. And here come the Vultures, though. So good against Zealots. Look at them go, especially if they have that +2 attack. So a couple SCVs might die here. Again, the Zealots do have pretty good upgrades with the +1. +2 is almost done there, but decent recall, but held pretty fantastically there by Smile. Hoorah! Yeah, it's gonna be this, you guys. It's gonna be tanks, Vultures, upgrades for everyone. +2 vehicle is complete. +2 ground weapons, almost there for Bisu. It's so close to being done, and there it is. There's your 2. And here's the dance. Here's the eternal PvT dance, which if you play PvP, you are familiar with. Can't get in range of the tanks. The Vultures try to throw down spider mines. The Vultures try to not get killed by the Dragoons. They try to outkick their coverage and get too far beyond the safety of the siege tanks. Although these guys kind of did a little bit and paid the price for it. Are you building another base at all, man? This is a lot of yellow, but none of this is base, man. This is just a lot of spider mines, a lot of Vultures. We have an SCV up here, I think repairing while holding a barrel of Vespene gas. Multitasking for sure. That guy is. So just, I mean, it's such an interesting composition, PvT. It's low-level gateway stuff, mostly, with a little bit of Arbiter support is what you do. Khaidaran Core, Arbiter Energy. He really wants to have a lot of stasis and recalls available as the time comes here. The cloak is okay. It's not great against Terran just because they have scans, just because they have science vessels. You're not going to really trick a Terran player at this level, is how it goes, but still, the other abilities really make up for the fact that that's not all that fantastic. All right, so setting up, yep, spider mines. You can't chase us on here, and now we're gonna get right on top of your fourth and your fifth bases. This is a big time attack out of Smile right now. Cannon down, probes in a bad way. These probes are just running for their little probey lives, running through, absorbing the spider mine shots because you gotta do it, man. Zealots, they're sacrificing their lives to try to save the probes. Additional cannons trying to get up here in the fourth base. I think the vultures can actually get up there. More spider mines. I don't know if you have enough spider mines to prevent the dragoons from getting up here, but take the time to lay them, I guess. Get in. Get in, Smile. Get in that mineral line. Come on, you're zippy. Go, go, go. One probe down. Just target fire the probes at this point. You're not going to get out of here alive. Yeah, that's a lot of probes down. But again, Bisu had a billion of them. He had so many probes. I'm not sure how much it actually mattered, really. All right, so these vultures are all dead, leaving behind some dragoons to clean them up. Attack down this way from the Bisu. Trying to do a bit of a flank surprise attack at this angle, hoping that Smile's not ready for it. You know what? I'm not sure that Smile is, although he does have a whole bunch of +2 tanks down here. Specifically 8 of them. And yeah, we're going to pull back from that location. Attacking into an entrenched tank position as Protoss is just not going to work out. Even for somebody as good as Bisu happens to be. Missile turret down. Yeah, try to get that fourth base. The timing did not work out at all, as the Protoss army was there to kind of chase you away from taking it. Not good. Not good for Smile here. Bisu has the economy. He's mining fairly well from his bases here. He lost a whole bunch of probes, but he's okay. He can make them. He can replace them with the nexuses that he has. I like this track a lot. All right, walking through the spider mine field is Bisu. Taking some, actually, Charon booster shots to the Arbiters here. Pretty good stasis on these tanks, but there's a whole lot of them. He didn't get all of them, as it turns out. That said, they are threatening this natural base pretty strongly, and if you can clear them out, you're going to have a much better time. Zealots on top of the tanks here, taking shots, but also doing splash damage and cloaking themselves pretty well here, too. Is there any detection from Smile at all? I don't know. That is one of the better stasises I've seen on the channel in a PvT. In fairness, most of the PvTs I do involve Flash, and I'm not sure it's that easy to stasis him. You know what I mean? These guys are going to get out eventually. It's really long. Like, immobility spells in Brute War are very long. Lockdown is long. Stasis is long. Dark Swarm is long. So that group comes out. This group comes out, but they're all dead. Just enough here from Bisu to make sure the tanks do not get out of here alive or continue to assault that natural base. Meanwhile, another tank attack coming on up to this fourth base location. Vultures in here to run probes, run to the fourth base. Wait, fifth base. Run to the fifth base. The fourth base is not a great place to be, as it turns out. Bisu coming from the south side has to clear out these mines, and that is a valuable time that he does not have to stop that Nexus from going down. Fourth base replanted here by Smile. Makes it happen during all of the chaos here. I like the Arbiters. Arbiters in the sky doing pretty well for themselves. And some Dragoons coming down from the fifth base, too, to do a bit of a sandwich attack against the Terran army. So Bisu clears it out. Fourth base Nexus being replanted, rewarped in. Good scouting, actually, by all these players, recognizing if anything happens, if anybody expands in certain places, I will know. I will know. 128 to 182 supply, though. Bisu is up. He is up big time right now, strongly against Smile. That said, it is always kind of an uphill battle for Protoss against Terran. One bad A move, one bad attack move into a whole bunch of tanks with +3 attack, and all your Dragoons are gone, and that's it. Bisu, on the other hand, exceptionally careful, exceptionally smart, best Protoss player of all time. I'm not sure who would agree or disagree with us on that one. However, not unbeatable. Not unbeatable. We've seen him lose. Definitely to Flash, to other players as well. And that's what makes StarCraft great. Nobody is invincible. I remember I cast a... is there a recall attempt here? That did not work out at all for that Arbiter. The I Love OOV game. I cast a couple of his recently, and at one point, he had a 70% win rate as a Protoss versus Zerg. And people were terrified of him. But it's a 70% win rate. It's not 100%. 70 is enough to make you incredibly abjectly horrifying to play against, but it's not a guaranteed win for that player every time. That's how good of a game StarCraft is. The best games are ones where nobody is that dominant. Even in pro sports, the best teams of all time lost games, man. You do. It happens. The best regular season NBA team of all time, the Golden State Warriors, they lost in the finals. So, hey, playoffs didn't work for them as well. The Eternal Dance of Protoss and Terran happening. Spider-Mine crushing that poor Dragoon in its little blue blood on the ground there. Nice EMP on that Arbiter. This one. These two are unaffected. A stasis on one of the Science Vessels. That Science Vessel goes down here too. Bisu is really relying on the cloak ability of the Arbiter in this game. That said, scans are plentiful for Smile. He's going for it. Here comes Bisu on top of the tanks, on top of the Spider Mines. Tank count, nice stasis again. Zealots actually able to get in here. If Zealots can get in here and get on top of the tanks, it's a better place for sure. Vulture's trying to make sure that doesn't happen. But I think Bisu's going to win this battle, maybe. Just maybe? No, he's forced to retreat. Additional tanks are here. Vultures are here. There's only 5 Dragoons remaining. Reinforcements coming in, but a little bit too late to the party. And they really want to kill this Science Vessel before it can escape. Science Vessels are pretty fast, though. Pretty darn zippy. And he does manage to make it out of there alive. 70 energy, 92 energy there, too. Stasis still happening. I think we had this discussion before. If you're stasis in a game of StarCraft, do you see what's happening, or are you kind of put into like your brain's in a suspended state, right? Where you get stasis and then a while passes and you come out of stasis, but it just feels like no time has passed at all, kind of like dreaming a little bit. Or are you wide awake and staring as these Dragoons are murdering your friends around you, right? That is the question. It is a deep question for sure. All right, so tank Vulture drop here at this attempt for base in the Bisu trying to take this base on the right side. Smile takes direct exception to that. That said, Bisu's able to hold it, no problem. And the Nexus survives with a full 695 hit points there. Trying to come down this way is Smile, though. Again, +3 attack. Vulture's pretty good against those Zealots. Ooh, decent Spider-Mine hits, too. Dragoon's taking serious damage there. Why didn't Bisu just expand here? That's so weird. He tried... Well, he did take this base. Maybe just domination. Maybe just a sheer show of domination here from Bisu. That'd be hilarious if that's what it was. A storm coming in for Bisu. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just not that great against tanks is the problem. And tanks are your concern if you're Bisu, if you're Protoss at all in this matchup. Well, there's a recall. There is a recall at the 4th base of Smile. Dragoon's getting on top of everything right now. That Arbiter snuck on in, man. Smile did not see that coming. I didn't see it coming either. Brown camouflages on the map pretty well, as it turns out. So a lot of SCVs dying here. Trying to hold position these, I guess. Tanks setting up in their own base in siege mode. And at the same time, Smile across the other side of the map, taking down the 4th base of Bisu again. So major hits here from both players, but I really feel like Bisu taking out this base is more harmful than Smile taking out the 4th base of Bisu, just as a sheer numbers game. That said, if Bisu ends up losing this 5th base too, he's in a heck of a lot of trouble. Where are these probes going? They're long distance mining, they are. Actually, Bisu not getting cleaned out of this base at all. Arbiter gets killed, the tanks are down. Base gonna fall here as well, and we are actually somewhat in a base race type scenario a little bit. I don't know that Bisu can leave this high ground. Maybe down the back way he can. The back way he can, and then escape to this base over here. But he's losing his 5th base entirely along this left side. I don't see him actually sending units to save it at all. He's just basically accepted his fate here. A lot of gateways here, a lot of production here for Bisu. A lot of probes trying to hide in that top corner, but I think Smile is smart enough to recognize no. Absolutely not. Not gonna happen. Yeah, these vultures are just like, no. Sorry, guys. Yep, and all traces of Protoss have been effectively removed from this base. Trying to take the middle is Smile. That's not going to happen for you, man. These Dragoons have +3 attack. They do 26 damage per shot with a good range, too, and a good fire speed against your poor command center, which is on fire and might... No, it's going to die. I don't know why there's an SCV here. Smile losing control of his forces a little bit. 178 to 159. All right, so Bisu still has the space in the top right, which is kind of insane. He does need minerals and not gas as much, which is why he's not harvesting the Vespine at the moment. Spider-Mine, just look at all this yellow. I don't know, man. Smile could win this game. I am feeling, is that another recall? It's either another recall or these guys just wandered over from where they were before. I think this time Smile's going to hold it, though. Yep. All those Dragoons are completely dead. All right, so Dragoons holding court. Basically saying, hey, Smile, if you want to get out of here, you got to get through us first. And this number of tanks say, you got it, man. Absolutely. We will do this. Sieging up, scanning, big time hits here. Zealots flanking from the right side. Good stasis on the tanks there. Are there actually any vultures remaining? No. Wow, what a good use of stasis there from Bisu. Fantastic play from him. Kills the army that killed his 4th and his 5th bases. Got revenge. He avenged those bases. Also, the units getting cloaked sound is so cool. I like it. That brings me back. That sound right there is pure nostalgia. Yeah, Arbiters are cool. They actually kind of have the probe thing going on as these tanks finally come out of stasis. Where they have the green eyes and the blue jets on the butt and the wings type things, right? Where the heck did these tanks even come from? I don't know, but they're all sorts of dead. Alright, so replacing this 4th base here is Smile. He's been on 4 bases for a while, hasn't been able to get a 5th at all. The thing about Bisu is, though, he has 1 mining base right now. It's this one in the top right. This game is going to come down to it, you guys. This might get an epic tag from me just because of where we're at the 26-minute mark of this game. Smile just trying to make more tanks, more science vessels, get missile turrets up. He doesn't want to get recalled again at this 4th base. That'd be real bad. And he has no interest in killing the space in the top right for Bisu. Bisu really should. I mean, I don't want to tell Bisu what to do, but I kind of feel like it'd be great to expand. And he is. Okay, he's rewarping in at his 5th base in the top left. All right, so that makes me feel better about the economic state of things for our Protoss player, because really having 1 mining base at this stage of the game is not healthy. Does Bisu want to engage here? Yeah. 185 to 123 supply, though. That just seems like really hard to overcome that if you're Smile. Good EMP, though. Catching those Arbiters quite nicely. Stasis count is not going to be as good here. Archon comes in to join the party. This Arbiter has full energy, but it's the only one available here. Splitting your tanks is real nice if you can avoid bunching them up, but that's hard to micro. That's really difficult to micro. Yeah, so Bisu's just kind of fallen back. Ooh, did manage to stasis the science vessel. Arbiter took some serious hits there from those Charon boosted +3 Goliaths. 32 damage per shot there with a pretty darn fast fire rate. I don't know what that science vessel was doing poking up here. I guess maybe scouting the area, but you have scans for that. I guess you want to use scans for battlefield type stuff, though, if you're Smile. Smile's slowly getting back into this. 3 vultures at a time, 3 tanks at a time. APM of 332. Not 332, but 330 as well. And you know what? Bisu might lose this base. This is an interesting entrenched position that Smile's got himself in. Again, he's down 60 supply. But the tanks are such force multipliers here that they really should count for more than they are. So, I mean, yeah, good luck with this. This is the entirety of Smile's army. So coming down this way, but getting through the spider mines is hard. More spider mines, more tanks coming out here. Bisu doesn't want to engage with this at all. He's actually taking a 5th base of his own at the natural of this 1 o'clock position on Fighting Spirit. I mean, go up the ramp. There's nothing here to really stop you except for 4 Dragoons and a cannon. Pathing is hard, though. Come on, guys. Set it up. Oh, unsieging now. What are you doing, Bisu? I don't understand. He's just letting this base die. Oh, he's going to recall in? No! Well, if he was going to do that, the Arbiter died. So that plan is toast. It was a really wounded Arbiter, though. That'd be a weird... He is really stacked up like that's what he was going to try to do. But yeah, this cannon's going down. This base is going down. I don't think there's any saving it at this stage. And expanding to a new base here is Smile. What a game. What a game this is. That said, it's 187 to 119 supply. Oh, that Arbiter does not have the energy. It stasis one of the tanks. Good split. Good spread on these tanks here as well from Smile. So top base gone. Bisu loses. Well, one of two mining sources here. There's the recall. All right, so recall in here at the fourth base again, storming all of the things, including his own zealots to some extent. Brings those suckers in. So it's a base for a base, and once again, Bisu can afford to do that, although this is really nice for Smile right now. 150 to 95 supply. Bisu lost a lot of supply in this. Storming the tanks. I mean... If you get enough storms, eventually it's going to work out for sure. That High Templar hidden in a corner. Oh, the Charon booster attacks on those guys. And expanding up here now. It's what a game. Oh, took down the Science Vessel. Fantastic hit there on this very low HP Arbiter. Only does 10 damage per shot. It's really not there to do damage. It's more of a support vehicle, but... has a basic attack for reasons I don't fully understand. The other casters in this game don't really have basic attacks. High Templar don't, right? Defilers don't. But Arbiters do. Which, maybe somebody in the comments can explain to me the concept behind that. That'd be real nice if you could do it. +3 attack here for our Dragoons. And it's a bit quiet. Actually right now. What is the Science Vessel trying to do? Are you just scouting? You can't deal damage. I mean, you could stasis these tanks for no reason if you wanted. 152 to 90 supply. Got some Archons here. Archons don't take that bonus damage from Vultures or from tanks, so they're pretty good at tanking damage from a Meching Terran player. But they're just... The problem is that they really have to get close up to do their damage, and when you're dealing with tanks, it's hard to do that, is what it is. Looks like we're clumping up for another recall attempt. Where is... Here it is. Oh, snap. Here it is. No. That was a weird EMP from Smile. Did he miss? He meant to EMP that Arbiter, and he just missed. Yeah, he was going for it. He was going for that Arbiter recall. It just got chased away, is what happened there. Okay, so the problem for Bisu is these bases are up and running. Fourth base, happily running here too. He's continuing to make tanks, continuing to make SCVs, coming on in a little bit here is Bisu. Trying to draw Goliaths out, trying to draw Vultures out, just whittle away at the army count of Special Hordapenda, as he's known today. Hey, look at this. The fourth base is back. Fourth and the fifth bases are back for Bisu. That was a real solid EMP. Caught that Archon, caught the Zealot, caught the Dragoons in the area. That's pretty fantastic stuff. Bisu finally kind of trying to break this towards the bottom here that Smiles got set up, and he's going to be able to do it, but he's going to lose some units in the process, which is fine. That is the cost. Ooh, two of these Archons have very, very low energy or shield counts. Oh, is this one? Is this a recall? Sure seems like it, and there it is. All right, so forcing a flee here of Smiles base in the top right-hand corner here with the recall, making it happen. And the command center doesn't even bother trying to run at all. 190 to 113 supply. I mean, we're making a lot of stuff here for Special. He just keeps falling further and further behind in total supply here. It's just that this armor doesn't look all that intimidating. I guess it is split in two. Here's the problem. Tanks on the top of this ramp. Yeah, you don't want to come down this ramp if you're Bisu. Nope, sorry. Bad place to be. Bad juju. Zealot's getting right on top of these dudes, though, and actually it kind of works. Where are the Vultures at? Ooh, without the Vultures, the tanks can take those hits and keep... Wow, the Zealots can take those hits and keep on ticking. All right, Smile needs to kill this base and this base to have any chance of winning this game, because he is losing everything that he has in this top right-hand corner to Bisu's army, which is just incredibly scary. Some Vultures are up here. Might actually clean this out. Trying. Anyway, this fourth base going to die again. And the fifth base of Bisu looks like it's going to die Again, ooh, High Templar picked off here. Archon, a bit of a scary thing, but pretty low on those shields, and does die pretty quickly to tank fire, as it turns out. Arbiter's using their basic attack quite nicely here. Coming up through the middle, though, is Bisu, cutting off the supply lines of Smile. All he's got up here now. 87 to 67 supply, though. Okay, no income right now at all for Bisu. He's at 888 minerals, period. Losing all of these probes. Gonna lose, well, he might lose the Nexus, but probably not. This space is alive for Smile. This space is alive for Smile. Holy crap. Shuttle picked off by these Goliath. They're trying to kind of kite, but Goliath pathing is crap. And they're going to die. I mean, +3 plating means you can survive several hits, but you're still going to die. Okay, so Bisu has 388 minerals. It is not increasing, you guys. He does not have enough to continue making stuff, really. There's another recall here. Just Zealots? Oh, the Spider Mines! And the Vultures. Okay, so takes a tank with it, but that recall does nothing. I think? What? No. Smile did not win this game. Did Smile just win this game? He's still producing units here. Another recall attempt from Bisu. Hail Mary! Gets it done. Arbiter dies. Zealots here. Vultures coming up, trying to save the day. Zealots right on top of this mineral line. This is insanity. If Bisu can do this... Okay, maybe not. Maybe he can't. These are just little tiny anemic recalls here. There's his army. There's his dragoons. He is trying to produce workers up here in the top left. 72 to 38 though. Suddenly Smile. Smile did it, everybody. Holy cannoli. What a performance from Smile. I don't even... Yeah, this is getting an epic tag. This is a game. This is a PvT for the ages. We had the recalls. We had the destroyed bases. Nexus is getting killed. Command Center is getting killed. Command Center is getting rekilled and rebuilt and rekilled and rebuilt again. Arbiters all over the place. Upgrades, fantastic. And Smile at one point looked absolutely dead. Absolutely 100% dead in the water. No question about it. And then somehow he just weathered the storm. He weathered the recalls. He weathered the loss of tanks and vultures and bases and SCVs. And just great positioning. I loved the aggressiveness with which he pushed out and killed these top left bases for Bisu time and time again. Woo! Good job. Good job by him. All right, let's go ahead and check out that final score, which is always so very, very interesting, especially in these matches. So Special produced 617 units to 469 from Bisu, killed 440 to 358, and lost about the same. So really just came down to just making 200 more units than Bisu did. And like I said, tanks should count for more than one, more than whatever supply they have. Buildings constructed, 102, and really 102 versus 89 there. Protoss versus Terran, whatever. Killed 39 buildings of Bisu's, only lost 23. And then resources here, Bisu, 18,000, 58,000, and 76 for mined, and spent. And Smile here, 18,000, 48,000, and 66,000 spent. He spent far less. Was way more cost efficient, which you have to be if you're going to beat a Protoss player as good as Bisu is. So whoever this Virus player is, whoever Virus is, whoever Smile is, he's good enough to beat Bisu in a pretty darn good macro-style game, and that is not easy to do. Really, really not easy to do, but my hats are off to him. Well played for sure. All right. Well, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another StarCraft Brood War remastered game. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. Got 2 of these a week. Not going anywhere. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.